When it comes to nutrition, what gets measured gets managed. Now, you might think that you need to start logging everything that you eat on MyFitnessPal or any other free app, and then you think that's time consuming and that it's too difficult and you won't be able to do it. Now, start small. What I usually tell my clients that are just beginning in that process is just to get curious about the foods that they're eating. And then once we've established their goal of how much they're eating, when they're eating, and what foods they like to eat, we get into getting curious on portion sizes to meet their daily requirements of how much food they need to eat for that goal. Thinking of the three macronutrients, protein, carbohydrate, and fat. I always start to center our meals around protein. So let's say I'll give you like a sample example of starting small. Take one meal of your day, let's say a snack, and figure out what protein source you're gonna go for that meal. Let's say I'm gonna go with a can of tuna, which gives me 20 grams of protein. My protein goal for this meal is gonna be 30 grams. So I have most of it in here. For carbohydrates, think of starches or veggies. I'm gonna go with an English muffin. Each one of these, if you look at the labels, get curious about the nutrition facts. Total calories, 120 calories per muffin, and it gives me 23 grams of carbs and 5 grams of protein. So I'm eating 2 of these to complement for the other 20 grams of tuna. So you can do this math in your head. You don't need an app for it unless you want to use it, right? Once you learn the recipe, you already know what you need for that day. So I've got 46 grams of protein. I need, 10 grams of protein from these 2 muffins, plus the 20 grams from the tuna. My carb goal was 49 grams, so these 2 will give me 46. And the last macronutrient being fat, I'm aiming for 22 a meal, so I'm gonna mix in olive oil and get curious about your favorite fat sources, be it avocado or any sort of oil or nuts. Look at the calorie count. If I get a spoon of olive oil, I'm gonna get 120 calories, 14 grams of fat. This is pure fat. So I add it all up in my mind. 14 grams of fat here, the residual fat from the muffin, and the 20 grams of protein in the tuna. I mix the tuna in with the olive oil, my seasoning. I put it in my English muffins, and then I have my macros met right on the spot. 30 grams of protein, 46 grams of carbs, and 22 grams of fats, which is my own goal for each meal of the day, and I'm doing 6 meals a day. So going from that big plan of what is your main goal, how much do you want to eat for that, how many times a day do you eat, and how many grams of each specific food do you need to eat, and how that get broken down with the help of a nutrition coach, such as myself, who can look into the foods that you like to eat, are able to eat, and logistically can eat within your schedule and preferences, and teach you how to, for yourself, look at the labels and together figure out on your own meal plan that so many people ask for and ask me, hey, can you make me a meal plan? And what I tell them is, are you able to stick to that meal plan day in, day out, 7 days a week for the rest of your life? If you are, great, let's do a meal plan. But more often than not, I find that my clients will get more engaged and take so much more from this for their long-term lifetime, even when they're not doing coaching with me, about learning what goes in the foods that they normally eat and how much of those foods they need for their goals and how to mix and match accordingly. So I hope you found this helpful. Let me know at the comments here, do you track your food, even if just looking at the labels or not, or do you just eat whatever you want without knowing how many calories, how much protein, how many carbs, and how many fats you're eating, at least for a little bit of time?